revolves around connection and around technique. It's important for us to remember that sometimes it's going to be a one-handed technique. It's not going to be a double-handed technique. He's going to come and he's going to grab me, and he's going to grab me for a reason. What's the reason? Can anybody tell me? That's it. That's usually the reason. They either want to grab you here to prepare you to be grabbed by somebody else or to punch you in the face. So, once he grabs you, it's kind of too late. Okay? I'm not saying that it is, I'm saying kind of. Because it will depend on your skill level. If he grabs me, let's start again, right? He grabs me and he attempts to punch me. That's blending. And she's like, what happened there? Yes?
Aren't they already gonna...
He did.
Like...
Watch. Watch.
Like if they've got true intent.
He jammed my
But
shoulder.
you kind of have to be looking towards the fist.
What is the whole purpose of Aikido? Aikido is not about the conflict. Aikido is about the awareness. It's about the union of two people in an engagement. Now what happens is, he's coming with malintent. So, who has to be ready? I have to be watching him from the moment he started that negative encounter with me, because it started normally from out there. It didn't start in my face. It didn't start there. It started with a disagreement, a misunderstanding, something. So what's my job? You know what? I want to diffuse that misunderstanding before he even steps foot in my sphere. So what's my goal? Brother, excuse me. I understand that you're angry. But why don't we just take a moment, take a deep breath, and let's just kind of sit down and let's talk about it. See what we can work out. If I've offended you, let me try to make that better. Okay? That kind of talk diffuses. It doesn't escalate. You want to ask?
Did you ever spit?
Huh?
When you pushed him, did you ever spit?
I did it one time. Yeah, I did.
Or right here?
I did both. When he came at me the first time, I came right here. And all I did was, you know what? He's coming in with a lot of momentum, and I jammed it before he even reached. Look, you control somebody's shoulder. You control their hip, right? Turn and punch. Can't reach. So in a self-defense situation, you know, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu players have a saying that say, he who controls the hip controls the fight. Well, that's very true on the ground. Well, up on top, he who controls the shoulders and the arms and the center controls the fight. So, as he's coming in with bad intent, I'm already beating him. I'm not waiting for him to take that swing. I see this hand moving. I know where he's going. He's loading it up for a punch. What else is he going to do when he does this? That shoulder tells me everything. Stand up. Right? Go throw a punch. That's what he does. The first thing that moves is his shoulder and his posture realign themselves to prepare to bring power into the punch. So what do? Well, on his way back, instead of waiting for him to come forward, I take advantage of the situation when he is preparing, and I use that same momentum that he's coming back with to jam him up and throw him. It's a simple breath throw. Kokionagi. He comes in. Look. I could hit him with my elbow. I could knock him with my forearm. There's all kinds of things that I could do. Now, dealer's choice. I'm by his head. How's he going to protect it? How's he going to protect it, right? This is outside dojo. This is not inside dojo, right? Outside dojo, emergency situation.
Oh, yeah.
You control the body by controlling the head. See, he's tapping. I can shift my weight and take the pressure off, right? Or I can make it really bad for him. And I still haven't created any permanent injury. I control the head on the floor. I control the fight. It's not going anywhere.
Where did you have your knee? On his head or on his neck?
On top of his ear.
Oh.
Top of his ear. Because you know what? Turn around. This is the center of his head, right there. Look. Look at it. It's the center of his head. Move. Move.
I can't.
Move.
Sorry.
Move. He has difficulty. So, as he's coming in, I absorb.
The harder you come in, the harder you fall.
Say it. Say it loud.
The harder you come in, the harder you fall.
All right? He's coming in. He wants to bum rush me.
Ow!
He wants to bum rush me. Why should I meet that head on? Why should I be here and say, please come attack me that way? More. Go. Go. Look. What? The trick is get off the line. Go.
Oh my God.
It is that simple. That simple. What'd you see?
You went through him.
I didn't go through him.
No, it looked like you touched him and he went flying.
I did touch him. You know where I touched him? Tell him where I touched you.
I don't remember anything. All I know is like I got a kid here, and my feet went.
It was this simple. He comes slow motion.
Oh.
That's all I did. Do it again. Come on. You got it in you? One last time.
Oh. Jeez. My shoulder got knocked down.
It's all Aikido. You know what? He ran into a wall. Only the wall was this big and this round. Right here. All I did was he came with bad intent, right? Slow, real slow. Real slow. Bad intent, I step off the line. And I give him something to run into. And if he decides to grab it, that's even worse. Huh? Watch. Yeah. Absorb it and give it back. Right? Yeah. Come on. Absorb it and give it back. Don't give him conflict, because if you hold your hand out, watch what happens. If it stays there, that's just conflict. That is not Aikido. Right? He comes in. Oh, wow. Look. When people say, well, that's impractical. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Going for something that they can't grab.
If he's off balance, he can't kick me, he can't punch me, and he's scrambling to maintain his balance. All right? Something as simple as this. Look, he comes in. I control him wherever I want. I could have thrown him, helped him back up. I helped him back up. I was like, here, watch if I don't want to help him back up. That's what happens when I don't want to help him back up. That's not going to happen on a mat. That's going to happen on concrete. But you know what? He still can go home. He can still go home. It'll be probably a little painful. Maybe a few bruises on the cheeks. Maybe on the back. But there's nothing broken that's very vital. You understand? That doesn't mean he can't hurt himself. But you know what? He brought that upon himself. Because he didn't want to negotiate. I wanted to take him to lunch. And he wanted to punch me in the face. Oh well, that's what happens. So, thank you. Thank you. Very well done. It's a very good uke. Always has been. Thank you. So, go ahead and cut it off properly.